Let's go.
There it is. What it is, your boy Rob, Mr. RP, representing that 4Level Boxing, like I always do. And as you can see, we got a full house in this mug right here, baby. We're gonna have a good old time. Fight night, Saturday. Oh my goodness, we got a stacked day of boxing. There's like 5 fight cards going down. The one that's most important, we're gonna go live with that one. But hey, you know who I be, Mr. LP. And how about we go ahead and go through a round of circle and introduce yourself.
Albert Alvarez, A to Z Boxing. Oh, it's the homie Jerry. You know who I am. I am Mr. Valley of the Sun. You can find me on IG and Twitter at Valley of the Sun. Big boxing head. You guys know what's up. You find me here every Friday or every other Friday when I'm not doing the single father of the year thing.
Let's go, single dad.
But I'm back in the studio, baby. We're ready to talk this big fight night tomorrow night. But I got to hold back a little bit because we all about to bring that fire. I'm glad y'all tuned in to the 4Level Boxing podcast each and every Friday. But this one's going to be real special. My man to my right, please introduce yourself.
Man, let's go, Jerry. I appreciate you so much, man. Y'all got me on the show. I'm feeling right. My name is Firm. I've been called Firmacito.
Yeah!
Go ahead, you know what I'm saying?
Love it.
Firmacito. Let's sing. And then also, I'm going to change my name to Firmastado. I'm Firmastado. But you know what?
Here we go.
Fermin in the house, man. What's going on, y'all? I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you for giving me the privilege of finally having somebody of the same mental capacity and level as me.
There's too many fucking egos up in that motherfucker, bro.
It's boxing, ain't it?
Yeah.
Speaking of big egos,
Thomas at the top of the world. Listen, big week. We're getting right into it. Everybody at home,
big fight tomorrow, baby.
As we're watching and we're tuning in live to us, right? Teofimo Vs Shakur Stevenson. Let's go. We're not even fucking around today. We're going right into it, man.
All right. Hey. But you know what? I got something for everybody. It's a little special.
Listen, and we won't do the picks until after we do the actual banner part of it. But go ahead.
Let's go. I
just wanted to make sure we knew where we was at with it.
You know what? I appreciate that, but I got something. You know what I mean? It's a little special, but I want y'all to go with me. All right?
Get it off your chest.
Can you go with me?
Yeah.
Are you feeling it? All right. Boom. Come on, clap. Boom. Keep clapping. Boom. Everybody out there, Friday, keep clapping. Let's go. Hello, my name is Dr. Stevens. I want to show you all my defense. You miss, I connect, then I dissect. After set to yo, baby, what's next? Stevenson. Jay Prince, get at me. Get at me, Jay Prince, Dr. Stevenson.
I love it.
Shakur, you ain't got a name. Dr. Stevenson, right? What I say? They miss, he connects, then dissects. Yeah. What we doing, man? What we doing? That's fire. I don't care.
I love it.
The merch is coming. If you need it, I got it. What's happening?
It don't matter who's on the other side of that ring with him. It don't matter. He's gonna Dr. Stevenson anybody else.
Dr. Stevenson. What you want?
So you didn't see anything from Tio that's gonna make him not feel like he's ready for surgery.
Here's the thing, man. He's too consistent. We talked about the science earlier. That man is a surgeon, all right? He's a doctor who respects his craft, and he's given to the game, and it's nothing but beautiful.
So he shows up for work, ready to fucking put in gloving up. Yep.
You feel what I'm saying?
No matter what.
Come on,
So I want to piggyback off of that.
Go ahead.
And I'm going to have to co-sign in regards to this. So, I was privileged to be ringside in Vegas with this man and our other homeboy, Hamed. I know he's watching because he's going to be at the fights tomorrow, too.
Yeah, big ups to Hamed.
But we were front row center ringside. Dog, we were like row 3 or 4. I don't know how. We were right there, bro. And we were there for the Shakur Stevenson, Oscar Valdez fight.
Oh, it was just coming out party.
It was.
Come on, man. You can't respect that.
Hold on. In my opinion, it was a pick'em fight.
Okay.
And my heart and my pick was for Oscar Valdez, AZ, right?
Right.
And I remember leaving that arena blown away. And what I witnessed, Shakur Stevenson put a fucking clinic. He absolutely dominated. Dominated a fighter that I freaking love, and I have nothing negative to say but like, wow. I remember leaving like a fucking star is born. Shakur Stevenson is him. He's going to be a problem for many fucking fighters for years to come.
And you know what?
Because he is that sidebar.
Yeah.
No matter how we go about
Very
this,
heavy.
Yeah.
I am sidebar.
Okay.
Because I
Let's
witnessed
go.
that. I witnessed that front row center. Huge fan of Shakur Stevenson, bro. That fool
Yes.
could fight, bro.
Yes,
Boy, can
man.
he fight.
And you know what? I respect you for being honest, man. I thank you for just calling it the way it is, right? You know, I hear all types of things. Oh, Shakur, he ran during that. He didn't run during that fight, bro. He boxed.
He
All right,
handled
we
the
saw a
business.
phone booth.
He
We saw
handled the
movement. We
business.
saw ring generalship.
Versus who?
And so
Oscar Valdez.
Valdez.
Oh, okay.
Valdez. So let me tell you, when I saw Shakur's pro debut on TV, the first thing that I noticed that just jumped out at me, right? He was so comfortable in that ring. It was a confidence, but it didn't get muddied with overactivity, right? He doesn't waste nothing.
Yeah, he's not wasting energy.
He doesn't waste nothing. You could see it in his face. He was at home in that ring. In any situation, man. And right there, that jumped out to me. I said, you can't teach that.
Well, it's
This
'cause
kid
nobody
is amazing.
At that time, probably nobody has made him feel uncomfortable. And that's the whole part of the growth is that eventually you're going to start fighting some other opposition that are going to put you in situations going to make you feel uncomfortable. It's like any other sport, and you are the man, and all you've done is take everybody to school.
Dominate.
Right.
And then eventually you're going to run into somebody else who's going to be just like you mentally, and then they're going to elevate you, or they're going to make you better, or you're going to learn from that opportunity. And that's one thing that Shakur Stevenson has done with Valdez, and that's what he did with Zepeda, right? And
Excellent performance versus William Zepeda.
beautiful fight.
And most people,
Amazing fight. That was his moment, bro.
Zepeda was in that fight through and through. The right man won.
Correct.
Shout out to Shakur. He sat in the pocket and handled the business, and I was fucking thoroughly impressed. I'm like, wow.
Did you see? Did you see the comfort though?
He was
still?
game
What I'm
faced
talking-
in, bro.
None of that changed.
Versus an
None of that
elite.
changed.
George Santiago out there is saying that Shakur's gonna handle business, bro.
Yeah,
Come on,
okay.
man.
Shout out to
He knows
y'all.
what he's talking about. Sounds like a smart man.
Sermon says George knows what he's talking
He
about,
knows what
man.
he's talking
There's gonna be a
about,
lot of people with a lot of opinions on it.
Yeah, no, and this is boxing.
all right. So the accolades for Shakur have been relatively evident so far on this For Love of Boxing podcast. I need my boy Albert to tell everybody else, what does Teo do right? What is Teo gonna bring to the table, or is he even gonna show up? Which Teo showing up?
You know what? Hold up.
Because this man's seen a lot of
All right,
boxing.
go ahead, bro. I'm a.
All right, for me, with Teo, it comes to this: the bigger the challenge, he steps up even bigger.
Raises his game.
You know, he raises his
100,
game
just like I talked
from
about.
0 to 100.
Yeah.
Against Lomachenko, and he was calling Lomachenko when nobody wanted no part.
Nobody wanted that smoke.
Yeah,
He
100%.
said,
That was
I
when
want
Lomo was
Lomachenko.
number one.
If we're being honest,
He
Shakur
said-
was one of them guys that
He
didn't want that
said, I
smoke.
want Lomachenko.
That's not true.
He said, I want Lomachenko.
Yeah,
And he went, got him,
bro.
and he nearly forced Lomachenko to not throw any punches in the first 6 rounds.
Yeah.
Once Lomachenko started throwing, then
It took him a long time to adjust and get comfortable, but it was too late.
It almost felt like Lomachenko himself was like, because during that time, Teo was putting guys to sleep. He was knocking.
Oh yeah.
He was doing what he was supposed
Remember
to
he
do.
had that Super Bowl
They
fight.
groomed him well.
Right.
They groomed him well.
And that's what Top Rank is great at doing.
Yeah, 100%.
Now Lomachenko at that point was like, okay, you know what? Let me start throwing hands. Once he started throwing hands, it became a different fight. But Teo still closed out the 11th
he
and
did well,
12th
man.
championship rounds and took it. After that, Taylor. People were like, oh, Taylor's too big for this kid. And he called out Taylor. He wanted Taylor. He wanted to move up and fight the guy. And he completely
He beat the guy.
outclassed him.
Listen, to me, I actually sat in here and told these guys that to me that was more impressive than the Lomachenko fight, and only for the reason that it was total domination against Taylor, bro.
Here's the thing.
Taylor was not ever in
All
that
right,
fight.
Stop. I can't take no more. I
Don't be
can't. I
hating.
can't take no more.
Don't be hating.
Look. What
Give
did
respect to his due.
Oh my word! What did Ricky Bobby say? What do I do with my hands? What do I do with my hands? I can't take it. Here's the thing. Theo, he compensates, right? In the Josh Taylor fight, he was getting caught. He was getting clipped. If you see the scorecards, 2 judges got it right. They said 15-13, right? And then one said something crazy, like 17 something ridiculous,
yeah.
right?
17-111.
2 of them got it right. What Theo does is, when he's getting caught, he's getting popped, he'll do a bunch of antics, and it's for the reason we talked about earlier, right?
You're an athletic man, by the way. He can get
Okay, stay right there. I'm glad you said that. When I was in school, I was a class clown. You know why? Because I wasn't a good student. Okay? What Tio does is he
create
does
an illusion. I hear what you're saying. I know where you're going with this.
Aha.
Interesting.
Aha.
Very.
And I notice he compensates, right? For when somebody catches him, boom, boom, boom. Even Shakur, he called it out for when he fought Barbosa. Bro, Barbosa was catching, bro. Look at his face at the end of the fight. Oh, Tio did this. Well, somebody hit him. Like, he didn't just get these punches from nowhere, bro. Somebody did something to his face, and he got caught a lot, and he likes to dance a lot, and bro, come on, we see through all that.
So I'm not gonna
see through it, Theo.
I'm not going to decipher or disagree
Great fighter.
with the antics of Teofimo Lopez, but Shakur Stevenson does clown antics as well, and not for this fight particularly, but still. When all the stuff that went into selling the fight today at the weigh-in and stuff like that, all that unnecessary nonsense is just all for the sale of the fight.
But which is not necessary because it was already sold out.
But when it's us purists, okay, like you got to see through that circus. And what I'm getting at is no doubt that Teofimo loves getting you uncomfortable leading into the fight, and that's actually part of the fight before the fight starts.
I'm with that.
And
he's been getting under that skin, brother.
I don't know anybody who's ever mind manipulated Teofimo. Like Shakur just got mind manipulated by Teofimo for this fight.
That's where I didn't see it that way, bro.
I didn't see it
that way.
The last
okay, hold on a second.
Look up Shakur versus Cepeda, and you tell me who's the clown. Now role reversal. It's almost like he
got overpowered.
Shakur was in surgery, and then the director of surgery came in and said, "You know what? Excuse me, son. I'm going to show you how we do it here. On this stage."
I like that, Jerry. I like that, Jerry.
Does it necessarily mean that he's a better surgeon or he's going to be better that night? We shall see. But my point is still this. Both dudes do clownish shit. And I'm not a big fan of either one of that. But what I am a fan of is the whole mental aspect of how they respond and how they are getting out of pocket during the build-up for this fight.
Here's what I'll say, Jerry.
Very interesting.
Jerry. That was cute, bro. That was cute. You feel me? That was a great breakdown. Just wanna, But here's the thing, bro. What I'm talking about is inside the ring, the antics. When you get socked with an uppercut in your face and then you merengue away, bro, that's not gonna uppercut you. You feel me? Like that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Now let's go back to the mind games. I saw Theo being a clown. Yes. All right, I get that. That's what he was trying to do. I'm with it. Go ahead, Theo. Boom. WWE.
He got under his skin,
whatever.
dog. He did get.
But
and it was WWE antics.
Yeah. No, but here's the thing.
And shout out Royal Rumble coming out tomorrow. Till you heard.
We ain't saying nothing wrestling right now.
Yeah, right. No, but here's the thing. When you're doing all this stuff, I like Shakur because, can I say this? He had real nigga responses. All right? Let's go ahead and say it. Bro, when Tio was being this and that, bro, mobbed right up in his grill. What's happening? What's up? Tio he looked straight, right? When they asked him afterwards, so what do you think of Shakur? I'm trying to watch my words, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm trying to watch my words. But Tio was like, crickets. And then even Mike Cominger was, so you spending all your energy dancing? You spend all your energy dancing? Bro, what are you doing right now? We'll just see. Bro, stop it, dog. Knock it off. This is a fight. It's time to fight. Saturday's here. What are we doing, Jerry?
That right there
is bro.
So what's really happening is you talking too damn much.
Okay.
What you need to do is also listen a little bit.
Okay. Yes, sir.
So you just described exactly what Shakur did in the previous fight against Cepeda. Same exact clown bullshit. Whether it was in the ring or actually in the ring, he did his Doug Thizzle and he deciphered him, right? But
in a close fight, by the way.
In a very close fight. And let's just hope that this fight is as entertaining, if not more so, as that.
I agree.
So whether we're all wrong or some of us are right tomorrow, as long as we get that entertaining fight,
yeah.
So that way we can be like, okay, all this energy is all for something.
Right. I'm with that.
I don't want to be coming back here next Friday and talk about, oh man.
It was such a
What I like.
I was like, it was like watching a Raiders game.
Everybody,
Drop that shit. Now that was cute. This is the 4Love of Boxing podcast. You better come correct when you come to our house.
Love it.
Respect.
It's all you, Dougie. Go ahead, go for it. You
I'm salty the rest of the night now.
My thing with Teo is this, and this goes back to what you were saying, Furman, about his more so his mental makeup. It seems like, you know, he'll be in fights where I'm not sure if he just gets too overconfident, and then, you know, he just starts.
This isn't the fight he can do that in, though.
He starts dropping a gear.
He's not.
And it's almost like you know, how am I going to counteract? How am I going to react? You know, and he does it in a lot of other fights. My thing is with Teo too is that he's almost like, you know, earlier we're talking about Roy Jones. It's the thing with Teo is he almost falls in love with the speed too much.
Yes.
To the point to where he actually thinks he's quicker than Stevenson.
That's a solid observation.
He said, oh, Stevenson, he's
mentioned
slow.
about
Yeah,
slow.
he's slow.
Yeah.
He did mention that.
So he falls in love with his speed, but what he doesn't seem to understand is that there's a difference between speed and quickness. Shakur is quick.
Facts.
Teo is speedy in the same way that Amir Khan is, in the same way Melder Taylor is, where with Shakur, he's got quickness like a Floyd Mayweather, like a Sweet Pea Whitaker.
reflexes.
He's
That
talking.
is-
He's talking.
that
bro.
is-
He's talking.
That's 100%
Quickness comes
for me.
from the eyes. Is who's able to see what first. You can be speedier than me, you know, from point A from point B, but if
I see it coming.
the counter attack is coming from point C,
Listen,
and I see that
Listen,
before reaction time.
and for me, that's the part of it that makes me nervous. Furman can actually tell you, because we were talking about being back in July, we actually had a premonition of this fight taking place. Now we're here talking about it, man. But that was what made me nervous then. I literally said, if I was to pick today, I'm picking Shakur, because to me, the times that I've seen Teofimo struggle is at times when he can't cut off the ring. And Shakur's going to be one dude who's going to make him cut off the ring, and he better be ready to do some ring cutting off and do the work that it takes to do that.
Hey, I want to piggyback off of this. I know you guys talking about this was back in July when you guys talked about and you guys fucking manifest this. I want to just say this, making it clear as day. For the last 4 years, fans have been purchasing 4Love of Boxing Elite Trading Cards, and Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson respectfully honored in the Elite Boxing Card set. And trip out on this.
I hope you order more.
And hold on, listen. Trip out on this. When I manufactured those cards, they weren't even in the same division, nor were they in the same breath. But they're both ranked. They're both carded at 18 and 19, respectfully, right now. I took a picture of those cards and I posted it up on my page, and I was all like, well, I'll be goddamn.
Golding.
I predicted that shit 4 years ago.
Okay.
I believe that.
Mr. LP Alopolis?
Right.
I believe that's the day we were having lunch at his house and we told him to do that.
Right. We won't talk about that, though.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing right now too about the whole Teofimo aspect is that if out of these two fighters, if they have to make any type of changes or they have to alter the game plan during the fight, that leads towards Shakur's benefit. He's the one who can make those adjustments a little bit more quicker or swiftly than Teo has shown us that he can.
But let's
You're
wait a
100%
second.
right,
Let's wait a
but
second.
there's other
He's
things
coming up.
that,
A lot
other
of
things to
factors.
take into consideration.
A lot of factors in play.
Let's talk about those.
We're talking about a humongous size difference.
Shakur Stevenson is
saw
coming.
I don't think so.
And the way it is to me, I did. I saw quite a.
I didn't realize Shakur had shoulders like that, bro.
Yeah,
His shoulders ain't
That
big.
motherfucker, his arms and shoulders look pretty fucking big.
Right.
His torso wasn't as chiseled as it needs to be, but that tells me Shakur's gonna want to come and throw some thunder.
Let's understand.
140.
Hold on, wait.
Whole
Shakur
nother there, bro.
Stevenson has never been accused as being a mega big puncher. Okay? And he fought a big puncher in William Cepeda.
Yep.
And that was an excellent performance in him. That was awesome.
He wobbled Zepeda a couple of times too.
It was an excellent
really
performance. It was an excellent performance.
It's a good fight.
But we're talking about a division underneath. Teofimo Lopez is a bigger dude and is a way bigger puncher. More explosive at that too. Now, this is Shakur's first fight moving up in this division, though.
Yeah.
Is the speed going to translate to it? We'll see. But what I know is this.
That's what makes it such a
Whatever
weird
power
fight.
he had, it wasn't enough. And now he's moving up in weight, and it's now diluted even more so.
Come on. But here's the thing. What we were talking about with the quickness, excellent point, Albert. I agree 100%. It's about timing beats speed. Timing beats speed.
And
Boxing is a game of,
Teo got that.
I would say the edge goes to Shakur. Boxing is a game of inches, right? Distance, range, Shakur, that's his department, for one. And then two, let's talk about these things. So I want to go back to the point, the whole not good student and antics. My point of bringing that up was because what I was saying overall is what Albert touched on too is when he said he relies on his reflexes, on his speed is, I don't think in the same way, Roy, bringing it back around, he's not a full student of the game. So he doesn't know how. He gets frustrated because he's like, man, I jumped. I did a jump jab. That didn't work. Okay, I did
right.
Superman punch or some
right.
shit.
He doesn't know the science.
I hear what you're saying.
You get what I mean?
His
his bag is not full.
And
then
no
real
disrespect
fast,
to a
real
lot of
fast,
people.
real
He's
fast.
a mental midget when it comes to that. He gets weak.
Yeah.
He starts getting broken down when he's losing ideas and options.
Exactly.
That's
When he's losing
Teofimo
ideas.
Lopez.
And that's the thing is he creates a bunch of stuff, but he doesn't respect the science. So
He
gets
has mental
frustrated.
issues. Let's not forget that. Let's
Facts.
keep that real. That's a true factor.
Right.
He has mental
He does.
issues, and that is a big
He
factor.
does. No, but here's the thing. And then one big point to bring up, and I don't think anybody's seeing this. I'm just going to say this, and I might leave the room. I might say this and walk away. You feel me? Has Teo ever fought inside the pocket? One time? Have you ever seen Theo fight inside?
We just watched the Kobe fight.
Wait.
Just watched the Kobe fight, and he was in the pocket for that fight.
I'll counter that statement with this.
Okay.
Has Timo ever lost to a left-handed fighter?
That's irrelevant.
Hey,
Oh, listen.
hold up. Let me touch in on that.
If he's undefeated, that's like saying has he lost to a right-handed fighter?
Hey, let me touch in on this real quick, dog. Let me touch in on this.
Go ahead, bro.
Teofimo Lopez's best performances were versus left-handed fighters, and he already pointed them out. Lomachenko, the Matrix,
Little guy.
still
Facts.
freaking,
Little man.
still to
No
this day,
shoulders.
still to this day the
Respect that.
fastest.
You know he ain't got no
Hey,
shoulders.
still to this day faster and better ring IQ than freaking Shakur
He was
Stevenson
shook.
could bring to the table.
He was shook.
I'm gonna reiterate what I just
Go
said.
ahead.
Faster and better ring IQ than Shakur Stevenson could bring to the table. And I said what I said. And he also went up in weight and took on
Maybe
Josh
right now.
Taylor. He took on Josh Taylor, another left-handed fighter who was a big puncher at that too. And he dominated that fight. And he had no concern or issues regarding that yet.
Hey,
Lomachenko
No
shook him
respect.
up a little bit. Shook him up. But my point is this, so I'm going to keep it real.
No respect to my
Wait.
no disrespect to my less melanated brothers and sisters. All right, but I'm sorry, Riverdance can't hang with a
This
judge.
freaking guy. Trip on this. Trip on this. Those two fighters are very freaking well polished
No,
and
they are.
elite.
They are.
And
Respect.
And I actually challenge
have
you.
respect
And
for
I
real.
challenge you
Okay.
to give me two names in Shakur Stevenson's resume that are even half as good as they were.
Valdez.
Not even close, dog.
I mean, what are you
Disrespect.
comparing?
No disrespect to Oscar Valdez. No disrespect, and I love
What are
Oscar
you-
Valdez, but not even close, dog.
So
Not
that-
even
What are you
close.
comparing?
Not
This is
even close,
exactly
bro.
what makes this fight
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Not even close.
Damn
Not
exciting,
even
bro.
close, bro. My point is this, though. Teal and his dad, because his dad's been in his corner the whole time. From the
Speaking
amateurs,
of clowns.
from the amateurs
Yeah.
to the pros, has never lost to a freaking left-handed fighter, and they've had their hands on dozens. they actually freaking thrive on left-handed fighters, and
that's a good point.
that's why Teofimo Lopez has so much confidence. And at the end of it, I saw that he had nothing else to say because he's like, I'm done. I'm just can it be Saturday already?
I don't think
can
it's
it be Saturday?
bro.
He just wants to get the job done, bro. And he's faced more elite fighters than Shakur Stevenson did. And no disrespect, because
That's a good point.
Oscar Valdez, big fan of Valdez, of course, man, easy homie and stuff, but Valdez was. Valdez is not.
I didn't mean to say it, but I had to.
I didn't. Valdez is not at the level of those two guys I just mentioned right there, bro.
Okay.
Those are an elite. Hold on. Shakur is a great fighter, and he's gonna have to prove me wrong. And if he does, bow down, because like I just mentioned earlier, I'm a huge Shakur Stevenson fan, and I have serious doubt in regards to where this goes. That doesn't mean that he's not going to continue on and maybe get better and learn from the freaking loss if he takes that out. And we'll get to that. But my point is this, though. He's in versus a fighter that's been in there versus a versatile of freaking punchers, bangers. I mean, we saw the Comey fight, right? Big knockout artist. I mean, we seen it with a bunch of versatile.
For me, you say Oscar Valdez.
No.
To me, Teofimo Lopez beat Arnold Barboza, and to me, that's the same equivalent of Oscar Valdez when you're talking about name status, bro. They're
But you know,
at the same level.
that's a good
And
point
he
what
won easily.
Robert was saying. Because maybe Tio and his team, they just see things with Southpaws. Because he called out Loma,
Big calling
he
him out.
called
He
out
got it.
Taylor, he even called out Boots, who's a Southpaw.
Yeah.
Well, he's a switcher.
He feels
not a
comfortable in his
natural-
skills
yeah.
fighting.
Exactly, he
fighting
feels
southpaws.
comfortable fighting Southpaw. So maybe, you know,
There's
in their
something that
mind,
they have.
they
Okay,
see something.
Can I ask a question though? Can I ask a
Of
question?
course.
Do his performances that are lackluster, do they counteract some of this good work that he's done? Let's be real.
as we
Is that
mentioned,
fair?
hold on, wait.
Is that fair?
As we mentioned and shared, a mental midget. No disrespect to the freaking the champ and stuff and all,
Right.
but here's the thing: he
Or midgets.
he competes or
People that are mentors.
he performs to the level of his opposition.
He
Yes.
does. He does.
And that's not a good thing.
No,
Because
no.
you should be able to get the
No.
personality and handle it. Because somebody could play possum. They can play weak for the first 6 rounds and make you get comfortable like, oh, I got this. And then they kick in the gear and you're like, oh, what the hell just happened? And you don't got time to adjust and you could either get knocked out or lose the rest of the fight. That's a big factor too. Because he is mentally freaking short
my thing is
in regards to that.
My thing is inconsistency, right?
There's a lot.
I want to put money down on Theo. Do I feel safe betting on this man, given the history? You see what I'm saying?
I mean, gambling's a gambling's.
Who was it? Wait. So with that, so
hypothetical.
and
All
there-
this money I have.
And with that,
Right.
these are both great fighters, and they're both guilty of poor performances. Both of them. Let's not forget Shakur Stevenson winning a lackluster freaking performance. Was it with the Concepcion?
De Los Santos.
De Los Santos.
Hey,
De Los Santos.
hey,
Yeah.
calling it what it is. He ran
Facts.
like a bitch.
Facts.
He was on his
Facts.
bike and ran. You know why? He felt the power and was like, nope, I don't want none of that smoke. And who's to say once he feels Teofimo Lopez's power and was like, nope, I don't want that smoke. But the difference is Teo can actually catch him. De Los Santos can't.
De Los Santos
That's a
is
big
a third
factor.
underrated fighter, first of all.
Big puncher. Big.
Great-
that
hey,
fucking
Great
Great
one.
fighter.
Great one on the
Great
side.
fighter.
What do we got?
Very
Fill us
heavy
in. What you got going over there?
My fault. We over here.
Oh, man.
What's up, my brother?
Hey, real quick before he chimes in, is I want to mention one more thing about Teal that I kind of see in his mentality space is I think he's a little misunderstood because we can't get on that level trying to understand what the fuck he does or why he does it, but it works for him. It really does, and for most people outside looking in, it's like no, he's weak or he's inconsistent or you just don't know what you're gonna get. Well, you get the guy who's dancing and stuff, and then you get the other guy who's like unagi.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which Tio, you get it. It
Right.
works for him. It works for him.
Oh, hey.
Because he's
Hey.
undefeated.
There-
5
there-
years is fucking undefeated.
There's a lot of
He's not
personalities
undefeated.
going in that head right
Right.
there, man.
He's not undefeated.
That too.
He isn't. He isn't.
That's
That's
what
all.
let's
That-
speak.
that's-
Let's keep it real.
Man,
And that was-
Here's the thing.
I
Look,
thought he
no
won that fight.
disrespect.
It was super close, but I thought he won that fight. I'm
Look,
just saying.
no disrespect to Theo when I say this, and please, Theo in your camp, go with me. Theo is a boy. In that ring, all right.
He didn't have a chance to be a kid.
like MJ.
This
We
is
talking about
him. This is him
Yeah,
right now
no.
being a kid.
No, I'm
in a
not
man's game.
Right, hey, that's what I'm getting at.
And yeah, he's over the top. Remember, he's a
he's a
Fortnite
boy. He
game
acts
player.
like a boy.
He does
Yeah,
the
bro,
dances
it's
And
like
he
here's
does
the thing.
flips
I think
and
that
all.
if he puts, let's go to the Bible. When I was a child, I thought as a child, I reasoned as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. I think if he puts away the child, man up, focus on his craft, be about his business, really chime in. So Teal,
Well,
the world is there for him, but he's a boy in that ring.
But
I think that
I like that.
that's all
I
I'm
like
saying.
that.
That's all I'm
I like
saying.
that.
But then it's all because
of
of the leadership that is given to him, and the person that's leading him. That's his big downfall right there.
Facts.
And I hope
Facts.
that doesn't bring him down to another level,
Right.
regardless how his career ends, because he has done so much in a short amount of time. He could do so much more as long as he don't let that person affect him.
With
agree.
Tio, I
And
think
it's funny you mention that. You're talking about father-son relationships in the boxing game.
That's
You
the
know?
one. And
Listen,
I mean that.
but
I don't want to give him
yeah,
any of our
yeah,
time
yeah,
because
yeah,
this is about
yeah,
Teofimo Jr., not Senior.
Right.
This is about Junior fighting Shakur Stevenson tomorrow, and
I'm saying is
and one hell of a fight to
father-son.
start 26.
Father-son relationships in boxing. That's always been controversial.
Crazy fight, dude. I
Always.
can't wait, bro. I can't wait.
bro.
I'm crazy
So-
excited, dog.
So
Can't wait.
I'm crazy
Shakur
excited.
holds a lot of the intangibles, right?
Well, matter of opinion,
Dr.
I guess.
Stevenson?
You kind of go with it, though. Because here's another thing: is he's coming up to challenge the champ up there.
Well, yes,
So
yep.
he's got at some point he may have to fight Teal's fight at some point to actually make
Well,
it.
and we
more of a
talk about
statement, right?
confidence. What did Shakur see? He's taking a risk, right? We want to give that confidence edge of the lefties.
Yeah.
Shakur is daring to be great. He's the one who sought this fight.
Well, and here's the deal too. That and I was talking with him earlier, right? And this was something we didn't cover when me and you talked earlier.
Okay.
Which was, with the whole fight with Cepeda, he had to go in and work it in a particular way. He had to get gritty and get in there and get that, right? He didn't really need to. He could have gotten the W without needing to go there, right?
Right.
I don't think with Tio he can get that W without going there. And I think at some point he's gonna have to go there with Tio, and that's a fucking problem.
Well,
because
I would
Tio
love
is
that.
the one fucking guy.
So hold on,
who,
wait.
if he
So
has to
what-
go there
but
at
what I
some
lo-
point,
but
is
what I-
gonna
what I
make-
do
is gonna
love-
give it back to him, right?
But what I do love though, Shakur did show.
dog, though, man.
Shakur showed that he's got dog in him when
He's got that dog
When
in
he
him,
took
man.
on William Cepeda, hey, I already said it. I'm a huge fan of Shakur. And in all honesty, and shout out to my boy Panda, I got nothing but love for you, dude. And I know you probably tuning in showing love and respect, dog. But that's his second world champion that my boy freaking has produced from the ground up from the amateur days. And Cepeda ain't no joke.
No.
And I
No
thought to myself when that fight was transpired, I was like, woo, I was still leaning towards, respectfully, Panda, to Shakur. Cepeda was in that fight through and through. Never a threat to actually win it, but he was in that fight till the freaking final bell. But Shakur clearly
He did the best he could.
Shakur did enough to win that fight, but it was so close. But what I can say is this: so what I saw there, it actually elevated my passion and respect for Shakur at a whole nother level. Cause like, yo, William Cepeda ain't no joke. He's a brutal knockout artist.
He beats
and Shakur
almost
sat in the
everybody.
and Shakur
beats
sat in the
almost
pocket and banged with a banger
Right.
and had massive success. That was a division behind them.
See, for me, with that, with what you just
I
mentioned,
like that setup.
is that Zepeda, I view him like a Juan Diaz, in the sense
that
that
was
he's
one of my favorite fighters,
in
brother.
the sense that he's a
Action
volume,
packed.
One of my
he's
favorite
a volume
fighters,
puncher,
But just I
Exactly.
hear you. Oh,
and
You talking
Stevenson,
about Baby Boom?
Yes.
yeah,
Baby Bull.
baby bull.
Same weight class, too.
they're volume
Yeah, that's
punchers. And what I like a lot about Stevenson is that he stays calm in that storm. You can come and throw your 100 punches around, but as long as you're calm in there, and that goes back to your one of his favorite fighters, James Toney. That's what helped him out,
Yeah.
was that he
Calm,
stayed
cool, and collected
calm
in
in
the
the
pocket.
storm. He was fighting you off the ropes, countering you, getting you in the middle, stab jab to the body, up top. And Stevenson also will open the window of opportunity just
Just
a
a little
smidge.
bit to make you feel.
Just a smidge to where you get enough confidence to overshoot. And the second you overshoot, he closes that door on you.
because he knows you're not gonna hit him freaking clean. 'Cause
Right.
he's gonna be rolling with the punches and
when
sliding.
you talk about game of inches, Stevenson has already mastered that.
Mastered.
Now, do you
He
think
has mastered it.
he's ever
People will
been
throw
with
punches,
anybody who
and he won't even
matched?
flinch.
That was,
He knows.
hold on.
He'll be like,
Yo,
"Wait,
respect.
man."
That was an excellent dissection regarding that. Thank you, man. That
Appreciate
was
that. That was
awesome,
very
bro.
good.
That was
That was
awesome.
very-
Hopefully, you guys are
that
paying
was very
attention.
good.
Man,
Now,
we're
listen,
pulling you on some game
So
101.
that would be the question then. So has Shakur been in with anybody who could match that speed level from Teo? Because if you can't match it with somebody else, how would you even know if you're faster than
I think we're gonna get that for the first couple rounds of
Yeah,
this
yeah.
fight. It's gonna start off very technical.
Yeah.
Both guys aren't gonna want to slip or get
Right.
caught slipping at the very beginning of this fight.
Right.
After round 3, I think then they're gonna start realizing, okay, like I got enough to learn the speed that he's throwing this jab at, or how he's leaning, or where he can take some risks.
I'm gonna tell you what Teofimo Lopez learned regarding this versus that freaking Cambosa's fight. He's definitely losing the first round. He's gonna give it to him because he's like, I'll be damned if I let motherfucker put me on my ass in the first round again.
Yeah,
Hilarious.
especially
And that's-
MSG.
I'm just saying.
No, and he was winning that round 10.
Hey, no. But what I'm saying though, as
happened?
hey, fighters, this just stays rent free, unfortunately, in your head.
Right.
I used to compete back in my day and stuff, but sometimes when you make a certain move, when you get caught and this that, you're gonna be reluctant to try that particular shot or that little trick pony inside thing.
Talking about
you're
gunshot?
You're gonna be
Gunshot?
gunshot.
Listen, I think
You're gonna be
either
reluctant.
fighter tomorrow.
But what I'm
Either
saying
fighter
is
tomorrow. You can't
gunshot
give it away.
for round 1. And I wouldn't be surprised if it'll be Teo be the one that'll be boxing and moving. Because
here's
he's
the
trying to
thing.
test out the speed, reflexes, and see what Shakur has to offer.
So
I
here's
can
the
see
thing.
that.
Here's the thing, and I actually commend Shakur for saying this. And Clarissa Shields, I was watching the interview for her. She's of the old school adage that if it's the champ, you have to go take it from the champ.
100%.
She
That's
said
what I
that.
was just saying.
Now I give props to Shakur because he's very honest about this fight. If you hear him, Teo's a great fighter. I know that I have to go in there and not only beat Teo, but it's the way I have to beat Teo. That shows something's going on upstairs, that he knows, like, look, I can't just go in there and pit pat and then skate to a victory, even though I can.
Locked in.
But he knows the
I-
magnitude of this fight, that I got to go in there and do something
I think
that's
that's-
definitive.
I think that's poison to him if he thinks that way. Though.
Wait,
I
but-
think that's
No,
that's his way to losing the Teo.
that's a good
And that's what Teo wants.
That's what Teo
That's a
wants.
good mentality.
The
But
thing
let's see if he can take it.
regards
If
to-
he's- I'm with that.
Hey,
I'm with that.
Shakur, in every fight that progresses through in his career,
Yeah.
is making him more of a complete fighter.
I agree.
And listen,
Yes.
he's not gonna retire undefeated. That goose egg shit is a fucking joke. No.
Hey.
I'm not saying
But-
it's gonna happen
yeah,
now.
yeah.
No, but what
Okay,
I'm saying,
yeah,
The way Canelo Alvarez could do it,
listen,
that he's not
hey,
doing.
listen. What I'm saying is, I can see because he has a high ring IQ. He definitely does. We're talking about a boxer who's been fighting a particular certain type of style of fighters or lackluster willing to give it, but he took on William Zepeda, a beast, and Zepeda was on his ass like white on rice. And he freaking passed that test with flying colors.
But here's what
He-
you
Listen,
he- he's
Mr.
around-
Mr.
wait.
LP said he dug
Look,
Navarrete the whole way through, though, on his way there.
And he did.
We did have that conversation,
Hold on,
too.
the list goes on in regards to them cats that
yo,
fucking
yo.
avoided his ass,
Yo,
though.
let me lean in on this one, all right? Let's not do this. Stop listening to the narrative that says Shakur's a runner. I can tell you,
That's what, yeah,
that's off
100.
right. He's
100.
walked people down.
That's what I was trying to
He
say.
tests, he skate. Joed Gonzalez. He was on the outside, got comfortable, and then came in. He fought
Shout
him
out to the
inside.
homie Joey, man. That's the
Bro,
homie
big
right
ups.
there.
Big ups, bro. Big ups. But he fought him inside too, bro. You have to look at his whole body work and be honest.
Do you know?
Stop
Do
listening
you
to
know?
the
Do you know
talk.
there was a
He's just
backstory
a two-
behind those
he's
two?
a-
He's
Right?
a complete fighter, bro.
From,
What's up?
you know, there's a
So he
backstory
is.
between the
He
two,
married
right?
to-
Oh yeah,
You know,
I know.
Shakur
He was with
dated
his-
his sister.
Yeah, he was with his
Yeah.
sister, which is why, which is funny.
It was
me and
a
my
family. It
cousin-
was a quote
Yeah,
unquote
yeah.
family feud, bro.
Which is why my cousin, me and him were talking. We're saying, "Hey, I think Shakur could have turned it up," but it's like, bro, I'm not gonna beat up my girls.
Yeah,
brother.
that's my.
I'm not gonna do that. You
That's
feel
my.
me?
That's my low key bro-in-law.
Yeah,
I'm just
you
gonna.
feel me?
I'm gonna embarrass your ass, but I'm not gonna hurt you.
Yeah, you
hey,
can't do that.
And afterwards, everyone's all like, "Yo, bro." If it was Joanne, I was like, I know, that's fucking bad. You took an L on you. Think about this.
Right.
Your big brother. You got the fan. You got to support. You hold it down for the family. Like, hey, man, put some respect on my sister's name and stand. And you get your ass beat by your sister, by your sister's boyfriend. And he did. And he did. And I was all like, by the way, I actually got a design for posters and t-shirts of that fight, bro. Oh, my God. What a...
So back to the fight.
He dominated that
tomorrow.
fight, bro.
Hold on. Let's actually give this man his due now at this point. Great one there. What do you got, man? What do you got for us? You're supposed to be doing something here for us.
Oh. Yeah, I was watching you guys. I was watching you guys.
He's enjoying the banter over here. He got ringside seats.
Man.
I do.
So when
So you already called out George, right? He says that Shakur better handle his business.
who else we got out there?
We had shout out to Rubbed Out,
What up?
Shout out.
LP doing their business.
Yeah.
Handling it. And that's the check-in.
All right.
Way to chime in.
I appreciate you, man.
Yeah. Slowest check-in ever.
So who gets the louder crowd applause tomorrow?
Oh, Teofimo.
Teofimo's at home,
Teo
bro.
has a pro.
That's his home. That's his
Hold
home
on.
court.
There is.
Hold on a second. Hold on a
300,000.
second. Hold on a second.
There's
Newark,
300,000.
New Jersey might actually be closer to MSG than Brooklyn might.
Exactly.
No,
I mean, if you
Teo
wanna
has
count
more fans.
feet.
Teo has more fans.
Central Americans show up heavily
They
to
do.
support theirs. They will be there. In
Oh no,
droves, bro.
it's damn near both. It's their home fucking it's their home spot. But I'm definitely leaning towards it's Teofimo.
No, if
freaking
you
home.
Did you hear the weigh-in?
weigh-in?
Did you hear the weigh-in?
They were
Everybody,
booing Teo.
Were they?
No, they were booing him,
I heard people
dog.
going Teo.
Dog, we just saw it.
No.
They were booing.
I thought they were fucking cheering Teo.
I heard
That's the
boos.
Shakur landed punches right there. That's
Pew pew pew. Hey, the kitty. Pew 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 pew.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be even.
It's gonna be a draw.
No, I no, it's definitely not gonna be a
Yeah,
draw.
he called the draw. I was like,
No,
I'm
I-
here. You heard it.
We're not even there yet.
Rocky
Stop. We're not there. He's talking about the crowd.
Yeah, the crowd noise will be even. I think it'll be split. I think it'll be just as loud.
There's gonna be a lot of
for
Jersey
Teo as it
boys
will
in the
for
house.
Shakur.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's gonna be a lot of fans for both. I mean,
Cats are here.
they're having about 20,000 fans sold out.
Yeah.
MSG, the big room, the Mecca.
And did you
It's
guys
gonna
see
be
the
amazing.
weigh-ins? You guys
I did,
catch that?
absolutely,
They,
yeah.
they used the
Definitely.
actual freaking scale for
From
Ali Frazier.
Ali Frazier, yeah.
Yeah.
They
Hey,
put that
I
out.
called bullshit. I was like, that motherfucker don't work.
No, well,
I knew it was off for show. You know what I
it
mean?
was. It really
Hey,
was.
listen,
It was.
So
Because they
online-
weigh in the morning time, and this is all just like a just
ceremonial,
a show,
yeah,
just
yeah.
a ceremonial showcase.
Online, the conversation all day was though that he was looking at him and he was looking away during the fucking stare down.
Yeah.
And the history behind that shit, man. Did you guys see anything there?
No, what's up with that?
Well, if you look
I thought it
at
was weak.
some of the other
No,
past fights,
Shakur,
Yeah.
I know you made him come in guards, but this is when Teofimo was doing
he was-
that.
Right. When he-
yeah.
No, we're talking
face
about
off.
when it was actually the face-off.
Yeah.
Teo didn't want to turn away, and they showed Tyson Fury,
Yeah.
Usyk.
Yeah.
They showed a list of other mofos, and they were like
Crawford and Errol Spence.
Crawford, Errol Spence. They were like same energy, and Teo was on him like white on rice, and Shakur was all like
Yeah.
dead
I
ass.
mean, again, too,
and that
that's
says a lot right there
it's
too,
just that
man. It
mental
really
warfare
does.
that I was trying
And the
to get
fact
at
that he
earlier.
did walk in and he was doing his freaking, what the hell is it called?
whatever it is.
We're not
Fortnite.
young enough for that shit.
His
Yeah.
Fortnite freaking, because he's a gamer too.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
Fortnite gaming freaking dancing. He was doing all that extra.
Again, he's a kid.
and like you
listen,
mentioned,
And that was the point
afterwards,
that I to me I think you were missing them, bro. Is that I think that because of your being a fan of Shakur, I think you're not seeing the mental aspect that Teo did to him. To me, in the lead
Got
into
in his
this whole
skin.
shit, he got underneath the skin, and it was very evident that he was underneath Shakur's skin.
Lick him
And
up.
To me, that's not a good.
Lick
thing
him up
going
balls.
into
And you
that.
know what?
That
It's so
bullshit.
fucking crazy because
That's what
Teo's
makes it-
just an asshole for the sake of being it. That's how Central American champs are. Go look at Duran. Go look at Ricardo
Right,
Mayorga.
right.
Those type of motherfuckers, they are assholes for the sake of being assholes. So they're just in
No,
their
bro.
own element. bro.
So
I agree.
both dudes are extremely overconfident in themselves. Their egos are off the fucking charts,
Yeah.
and they're both cocky as shit.
Both ain't as cocky as me, but we'll leave it at that.
Well, they're getting
Shit.
close. They're getting close.
They're
But
getting
my
there.
point being is like, Teo is just a little bit more cockier than Shakur this week. He's a little bit more arrogant than Shakur this week, right? He's
And
been
it
a
does-
little bit more.
a little bit of everything, and it says a lot.
And I'm
bro.
okay with that
No, it
because
says a lot.
Because if that takes Shakur's mentality to another level, oh my goodness, we are in for a fucking
Yeah,
treat,
he really
like
wants
Mr.
to
LP
fight.
likes to say.
He really wants to fight.
Yeah.
Cannot wait.
I mean, he's already that special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
All these fighters are special.
Can he be elitely special?
I honestly can't wait, and I'm gonna tell you guys, I honestly can't wait.
Hey.
We are at that time.
Neither one of these guys are in the pump pound top 10, right?
Listen,
Come on.
This will get them up there.
Listen.
It's Friday, baby.
It is, but
We're
we
taking a break.
are at that time where you have to now
Make our picks.
Okay.
Make a choice for the fight now because
Start around the circle.
Well, he already said a draw, so I can't take
No,
that
he
one.
did not. No, he did not.
just to let y'all know, we are 45 minutes in, so the second segment will
All
start.
right, so
as
I think
come
we
back.
should start from my right to our left.
Let's do it.
All right, so
Yep.
my dog Furman. Tomorrow,
Prediction.
prediction time, baby.
Shocker alert.
Yeah, that's what. Money's coming in heavy.
Yeah. This is hot take.
CB4.
All right, let me calm down.
Shout out to Johnny Casado.
Johnny.
So here's what I'm gonna say. Of course, you know I got Shakur, but I'm gonna go ahead and get specific. All right.
Next to the Pacific.
This is specific. Some specificity.
Pacific next to the
Hey,
Real
you didn't
specificity.
think, you feel me? Let's go. I think it's going to look very similar to Shakur's fight with a fighter named Tokokan Clary. And if you guys during the COVID era, Tokokan Clary was kind of he was a counter puncher, a little
Pot shotter.
elusive, pot shotter, kind of. And what Shakur did, he got that shoulder up and he walked him down smooth. He kept him uncomfortable, walked him down, took steps, calculated breakdown. And I think it's gonna be because here's the thing. Tio has never. Have you ever seen Tio Senior? Here's my impression. Hey, you need to go out there and get him. Go get him.
Horrible
You
trainer.
never seen Tio boom lock in and march to a fighter. I've never seen that. He always has to, like you said, dance, do something, try to pull it out of him, or maybe just he doesn't know how to eat. Go eat, bro. So Shakur, I think he's gonna walk him. I think he's gonna recognize, walk him down.
So you're saying Teal, the antics is the smoke and mirrors, and you're saying Shakur's not gonna freaking be sold for it?
No, 100%. Because here's the thing, it's a part of his character. I get it. Like trust me, bro. If you know me,
I hear what you're saying.
you feel me?
I got you.
get excited.
I got
I
you.
get just excited. Okay, here's a good example. Keyshawn, he's up too. He's amped. He's a person who's amped. But here's the difference. His name fits him, the businessman, because when it's time, he knows how to take all that and lock in and handle business. And I get it. T.O., he's tap his foot, hit you, spin around, sock you, jump, punch you. Like, all right, bro. Yeah, that's cool when it works. But you playing a lot, too. You're playing a lot, too.
It does scream confidence, though.
No, it screams. See, that's lack of confidence. That's like what
I hear what you're saying.
That's
you
like,
just mentioned again. I got you.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying?
I got you.
You feel what I'm saying? That's like I don't know. Look at me. I don't know. That's how it kind of comes off to me.
Interesting.
That's how it comes off. So when you understand the science, okay, let me come in with a jab, up, touch there. All right, break down. I think he knows that, but I think he's so he lets that take over, right? Because he's like, be like water, be like this. Yeah, like water, but at the same time, there's measurements with water. You feel me? So go ahead and be.
Are you having a sip of out of a glass, or are you drowning in the fucking pool?
Yeah,
Which
you
one
feel
is
me?
it?
Like,
Yeah,
which is it, bro? You're too.
Yeah, he's overselling.
Dial in, bro. You're over. Say it again, bro. Say it again.
Overselling.
He's overselling.
So what is your pick, my man?
Come on, bro.
No,
Are we gonna have to do this again?
Wait,
So-
Shakur Stevenson.
How?
How, my man? That's what I'm trying to ask you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
said
sorry.
Shakur Stevenson. The
Shakur!
W doesn't matter.
The W, however it can, but I think it's gonna be a walk down, a breakdown. Let's say, okay. I'm gonna be bold. 10-round stoppage.
What? Look at Farmer doing some guapo-damas things over
I
here
can weigh
tonight.
in too. I was on my. You
All
know
right.
what? If I come out the shirt, it's crazy. I'm gonna leave it down.
Hey, you gotta pull up in the crib tomorrow and watch the fight with us, though. You have to, brother.
right,
Come on,
so-
we all have to.
So going back and forth with this fight a lot this week, more specifically in the last 24 hours after the weigh-ins, and I try to take everything into consideration. But one thing I want to say real clear is Teofimo has earned my respect enough to consider him a live fucking defending champion in this fight. he has some intangibles that should give Shakur Stevenson fits. He can win this fight, and that's what I'm saying. And I almost changed my original pick from Shakur Stevenson to Teofimo this afternoon. But I had an internal battle with myself, and I realized, you know what? I need to just stick to the facts. As I think Shakur Stevenson is just that dude, and he's going to go in there and prove it again at another level. I think the fight could end in stoppage. I think the fight could end in stoppage. But I give Teofimo all the respect. It's going to go to decision. Shakur Stevenson, 116-112.
I like
8
that.
rounds to 4.
I like that.
Carl,
Real
you,
quick.
you basically called the same thing that Jerry Munoz is saying right now.
Yeah, that's
Shout
what's
out
up.
to you.
Is
Shut
he
up.
watching?
So,
We're
one
gonna
thing
tag that mofo on that.
couple things I want to mention too real quick is Keyshawn Davis is the co-main event against Jermaine Ortiz.
Fire.
Tomorrow, another good fight.
Fire.
Jermaine Ortiz, please do God's work and humble that young man, Keyshawn Davis, okay? 2 big Arizona shout-outs. Carlos Castro is also on that card from Phoenix, Arizona. And he's going up against Bruce Shoo Carrington, who's undefeated for a vacant WBC.
We're going to talk about both of those fights as we come back for segment 2.
And then also a local fighter who got bumped up. Their fight got bumped up because one fight fell through, and now it's the heavyweight fight.
Yeah.
The homeboy eBay or Iba. The home.
Former Madison Boxing.
Correct. He claims Phoenix, Arizona as his home. He is fighting
FA
Big Baby
buyout or
Miller, and
something
that's
like
on the
that?
main telecast now as well. So all that boxing, and then of course we can't go without mentioning one of my favorite junior middleweights currently. Our guy Xander Zayas is also fighting tomorrow night, and I say that respectfully because I'm not a big Xander Zayas fan. I think he wins this fight, but he is a dead man walking.
I
I
believe he's unifying a title tomorrow.
Yeah,
so you're gonna have to
it's
call
for
him
2
the
fights, yeah.
unified
No.
champ.
I believe he's
Xander Zayas.
I'm believing he's allowing somebody to unify that title tomorrow.
He's giving it up.
Hold on, but we're gonna do that.
So, but I gotta mention it real quick because they're watching live on a Friday.
Yeah,
There's a lot of boxing tomorrow. Look it up your local broadcast, or if you're hosting a fight party or any party, look out for my boy who does mobile bartending, and his name is Angel. Angel Mobile Bartending. You can find him on Instagram at Nueva_Mixology_602. Tell him the 4Luvofboxing podcast sent you referral.
Wait. What was the name again?
Nueva_Mixology_602 on Instagram. Angel
Okay.
Bartending, mobile bartending service. No party too small or too big. Hit him up. He will take care of you and all your party needs. One last thing I gotta say real quick is this has been
Get down,
an
that's
excellent episode, bro.
Yes,
An
it
excellent
was.
episode.
Praise God.
I hope everybody who
Wow,
tuned in enjoyed it as much as we did. Thank you for rocking with us, not just this week, but for any week, whether it's on demand or live. Share it with your friends. Share it on your and tag us on your socials.
Let's go.
We appreciate y'all. We appreciate the studio. I appreciate my brothers in this house right here for the love of boxing. That's why we do what we do. We love this shit. I've been thinking about boxing all day. That's how much I love
all
this shit.
week, man.
Yeah.
All right, so
Let's go.
2-1 Shakur right
Let's
now.
go.
2-0. I'm sorry.
right.
I apologize.
His
What
math was off.
concerns
It's like,
me-
There's been 2 picks, but 2-1.
2-0.
2-1, Holmes.
2-1.
Maybe he's counting your pick.
2-1.
He doesn't even know where I'm going yet, man.
All right, so what concerns me about Teo is that Shakur Stevenson is the best in the world at forcing fighters to second guess themselves. And against a guy like Teo, who's, mentally
Mentally weak.
unstable,
Yep.
just throwing it
I
out
don't know
there,
what it is, unfortunately, but it's the truth.
Facts.
that's a remedy for disaster. He's gonna overthink. He's gonna get frustrated. He's not gonna be able to cut the ring off.
Yeah,
He's not gonna know how to defend on the inside.
It's sad that a lot of fighters
When-
don't know how to cut the ring off of that.
When Stevenson is gonna walk him down, because there's gonna be parts in the fight where he's gonna walk him down.
Yeah.
There definitely is going to
Even
be.
though
interesting.
Teo is, to many people, he's the guy at that weight and Stevenson's moving up. I feel Stevenson is one of those special fighters where it doesn't matter how much bigger you are than him.
Facts. I agree.
He's so mentally sharp, quick, like I said earlier about him just giving you just enough, you know, for you to get overconfident and, you know, you're going to strike. And then he
Paging
closes
Dr.
that up.
Stevenson.
Dr. Steve.
And then he
Doctor.
closes that window of opportunity for you in the blink of an eye. And you throw his jab, which he is probably the most educated jab in the business, if we're being honest.
Damn.
In the sense that he throws it at different speeds. You know, at times he'll use it as a ruler to keep you away, but in many times he's using it as his primary weapon. And now what Teo has to do is throw his jab on top of Stevenson's jab. But he has to time him.
Yeah.
He has to time it, which I don't think he can, because like I said, Teofimo is in many sense like Zab Judah, who is blazing speed, but he fell so in love with it that the second you started to beat him to the punch, he's like, how did that happen? Which happened against...
Oh, we can go back a decade behind that.
Which
Roy
happened
Jones
against...
Jr. just got found in love with his speed. Never fell in love with the sport. Just saying. But go ahead.
That was off camera.
Right.
Bro,
So
he can't get off of Roy, bro.
brother, man.
So I think for
Get your
Teo,
boy, man. Go.
I think for Teo,
Get
he
him,
has to throw his jabs, you know, at just the right time. Time Stevenson with it. You know, like I said, he's gonna have to throw his jab on top of Stevenson's jab. He's gonna have to throw those short little hooks that he throws. To me, that's his best weapon. It's the fact that he doesn't go wide with his hooks. He throws compact short hooks that don't really give you the opening. And the thing is, when he does go to the body, he tends to kind of open up there. And Stevenson, you know, which he has sharp eyes, you know, he can time a body shot, which, you know, these guys, you know, said it could be a stoppage, or you guys both said it was a...
I got decision, but it could see
be a
it happening.
stoppage. So I could see Stevenson getting him to the body and hurting him. I wouldn't say stopping him, but I definitely do see Stevenson putting on a clinic. I'd see him like Jerry, 116, 112, even 117, 111.
Yep.
It could be, and only because, as I mentioned before, Stevenson is the best in the game at getting his opponents to, you know, overcommit, to overthink. And I think that is exactly what Teo's going to do. He's going to overthink. He's going to overshoot his shots. He's not going to be calm. And I think the calmest fighter in there is going to win, and it's going to win handedly.
So, are you saying that Teofimo is going to have a higher punch output than Shakur will when the fight ends?
I don't see that.
Shakur will still be the more...
I think Stevenson is going to...
If that's the case, I mean the pace is going to be slowed down. Because Stevenson's not going to be
and that's the
serving a lot of
thing.
punches.
The second you start seeing the fight go into...
His
Okay,
favor.
so when you fight a boxer, here's what I envision. When you're fighting a boxer like Shakur Stevenson, it's almost like they're listening to jazz music. They're listening to jazz music. When you fight against a fighter like that, you have to switch the station on them. Throw on some hard rock. Throw on some Metallica. You got to just disrupt them.
Disrupt the
Rhythm,
process.
because for a boxer, it's all about rhythm, pacing, and distance. And with Stevenson controls all of that. But if you change the station on him, you have a shot to beat him, similar to how Roberto Duran did Sugar Ray Leonard. He mauled him.
Listen, that's where I was gonna go with it. For me, the way I would see this fight going out is you have somebody with as high a skill level as Sugar Ray Leonard had in
Right.
Shakur, right? And then you have somebody who's gonna be blazing fast and can come forward and keep finding you.
And that's the thing.
That's not his
That's
game,
the thing.
though.
That's not Teo's.
That's
it's-
not his MO.
He doesn't have that in his
That's
tool
almost like
set.
we're hoping that's what
Yeah.
he'll do. But
Right.
In some occasions, he has. I say the Comey fight was the one for me. Nobody thought he was a dog like that to really go in there and give it to Comey inside the way he did, and that's how he won his first world title. Was going in there and giving it to a dude who could really.
The thing with
get it
Comey,
back.
though, Comey fights in a way where he overshoots his shots, and the openings are right here,
inside
and
of
right
it.
here.
Yeah.
So Teo just came up here and was able to just clip him. Stevenson is not like that. as I mentioned before, Stevenson will give you the confidence. In the blink of an eye, he takes it right away. And I don't think Teo can.
No, you had your turn.
No. I know.
You can't be
I
overthinking at this
no.
point. You had your time. Listen, here's another deal with it for me.
I'm
Right?
glad Shakur likes jazz
The
music too.
The Josh Taylor fight for me was it too. You say, does Teo have that dog? He did. He whooped the shit out of Josh Taylor in that fight. He did. He was that fucking dog in that fight. He made an undisputed champion look like a fucking amateur in that fight. That's just real shit there. And if that's the kind of monster you get at this weight, fuck, that could be.
I hope we do.
So what's your pick, man?
Stevenson, Clinic,
116,
116, 112, 117, 111, around there.
And just for the record, my guy, I love your breakdown. And I'm so glad you're here with us.
Yeah.
Appreciate
So,
you guys.
you're a
Is he
boxing
flirting in front
head.
of us right now?
Hey,
See, I can't
between them,
I can't bring any of my boys in studio anymore, bro.
Hey, I love your dissecting in regards to it, bro. And I love it thoroughly through and through. And all of you guys. Hey, we may not agree with our decision making stuff, but the fact that we can sit there and break it down and actually justify it and actually talk about why our decision. It's gonna be like, I'm picking him because I'm a fan and I don't care. I want him. No.
Yeah.
We actually are just breaking it down to a science in regards to how we feel, why our decision is going to be freaking the verdict. And I appreciate that insight. And I hope you guys are paying attention because this is some real intel, deep boxing knowledge game that mofos don't even understand.
Levels,
levels to this shit. And you're getting a breakdown by one of the freaking dopest in the game that actually does coverage of the game for
A
2 decades or so.
Z boxing.
Decades, man.
Yes,
So you
sir.
picking up to freaking down. So okay, gangster. All right. So this is mine. This is gonna break it down. So I'm gonna piggyback off of this though. We're gonna what you guys all said. So peep this. So here's the thing. You guys are all right. Teofimo Lopez is mentally weak.
Why you gotta throw us all in there?
He gets a little. he gets a little. This what?
You trying to get us jumped by Teo?
Hey, he gets a little. Listen,
For all those Central Americans out there, I did not say that. As a matter of fact,
I said he's misunderstood.
as a matter of fact, just so y'all know which side I'm leaning on today.
Come on.
Shit.
He tends to get a little complacent.
He
And
does.
enjoying himself and overly confident where he walks into. And if those of you that understand and know the game and stuff like, and I know it through and through as a fighter, as a coach, as a trainer, and as just a freaking as a spectator to stand. And I love the boxing through and through and stuff. And I'm not saying my thought process that, but I'm just saying I feel like I've touched the angle in every way, in the shape and form where I can kind of like I'm gonna put myself in my shoes in regards to this person and that, and my thought process and how it is. Teofimo Lopez has been notorious for competing at the level of his ops. And that's not good. Because if you get somebody with the genius mind frame and the boxing IQ that can trip you up and make you give the illusion, the manipulation of thinking, oh, I got him, and then only being set up for a trap and get got. Shakur Stevenson could definitely pull that off. He has the skills, and I'm a big fan. For me, though, that jab, that beautiful jab, that beautiful southpaw jab is going to be potentially the poison for Shakur. Why? Because Teofimo Lopez and his freaking circle love eating southpaws. They never lost to a southpaw.
With that said,
And they ain't never lost to a southpaw amateur pro. And they're saying he's not going to be the first one. Now, Shakur Stevenson is that dude, and I expect Shakur to have a long, glorious boxing career. He's going to be an all-time great. There's no doubt about that.
Okay.
And no matter how this fight pans out, it's going to be a learning lesson, win, lose, or draw for Shakur, 100%, because he is that dude. I saw him firsthand, front row center in Vegas ringside, and man, what a treat to see. And I could at least say, before he becomes that big star, where those ringside tickets would be too expensive, oh, thank God we got to see him beforehand. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, Teo loves southpaws. He's not scared of them. A lot of fighters are. But he loves southpaws.
I don't know if he's going to love him this southpaw.
He yearned, he begged, borrowed, and steal it any way he can. He basically sold himself talked him his way into that Lomachenko fight. He didn't deserve that Lomachenko fight. He didn't do nothing at that point to earn that fight. But they were talking all that shit. Loma was like, fuck it. I got to open dick. Let's make it happen. Bro. Let's make it happen. And he got him. Mm-hmm. In an impressive fashion. And Lomachenko is him. Yeah. One of the greatest fighters I ever witnessed with my own eyes, man. Oh, yeah. Till this day. Unfucking believable skills. Unbelievable skills. I don't think Shakur's at that level right now, in my opinion. And he beat a freaking southpaw of that great stature. Yeah. And he went up in weight. Josh Taylor's not at that level, but he was a bigger, stronger man. Yeah. And he took him out. But what I'm saying is this, though. Stevenson better be careful with that jab because a lot of fighters get uncomfortable with that jab coming in a different angle on the southpaw stance. And it's uncomfortable because it's different. But for Teofimo Lopez, he's used to it for some reason, somehow. I don't know if maybe he's in. It could be after it's all said and done, they could be keeping something in the shell for the boxing fans, where he could be like, he was born left-handed. Maybe he's a left-handed dude, period. But his dad taught him to fight right-handed. But with the mental fucking mentality, knowing what's gonna be coming out of his way because he's looking in the mirror, knowing what's gonna come. I don't know what it is, but he's good. No, seriously. But he knows how to fight southpaw fighters. And he shined against them.
True. The
two guys that he beat, that's the top of his resume, are lefties. And were both, quote unquote, despite all the fucking sanctioned body bullshit, the undisputed fucking man. The man in that division. And he took him. I don't know if Shakur is ready for that freaking, for that actual takeover. Oh. No pun intended.
Yeah, you were.
Oh boy. I don't know if he was ready for that takeover.
Let's just wrap it up, though.
But
I'm over it.
Hey, but Shakur could fight. And Shakur's gonna be in the game. I'm not expecting a stoppage. I'm not expecting a knockout. I think both these guys are gonna show a lot of respect with each other for the first 3-4 rounds before things kind of heat up. And if we're keeping it real with you guys, I don't think it's ever gonna start boiling.
It's not gonna be
it's gonna be a chess match. It's gonna be pot shot versus pot shot. Little spurts and bursts here and there. And may the best man win type shit. And who's going to prevail with regards to that? And as you mentioned earlier, my guy, just like the GOAT said, you got to take the title from the 100%. Champion.
I agree.
Is Shakur going to be willing to be that dog to go into his chest and dig in? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. And that's going to be the telling factor for me. It's going to be a close, very close competitive fight. But I do feel that the champion is going to prevail in a very, very
love it
close decision.
Love it. Okay. I love the respect to Tio. I like that. Shakur is that dog, and is he gonna bring it if he has to? I think he is.
I think I had said Duran versus Sugar Ray earlier. If I was really think about it, if I was to go styles, maybe Floyd and Sugar Shane Mosley. A little bit more like that.
Oh,
he gave Floyd shit in that fight.
And Sugar had a little shiny moment.
That was an old Shane.
He was just too old, right?
After that second round,
bro, I love that comparison.
So if you take,
I love that comparison, by the way.
How much does he give him? You know,
I love that comparison. Wow. Shane was a little older though.
Here's all I wanted to say, just real quick, just something to think about. So they interviewed his grandfather, Wally Moses, right? And then this was after the press conference. He said something very interesting. He said, Tio, he likes to fight at a certain pace, right? He kind of gave up the game because he was so excited. He said, Tio fights at a certain pace. You see he deals with some heart stuff. You see he has these issues, cardiovascular. We're going to make him fight at a pace that he doesn't want to fight. And I was like, oh.
If they do that, then we're in for a fucking.
I was like, okay, and I can see that.
And could it be a false pretense of freaking confidence though, because he freaking shined really brilliantly versus William Cepeda. Cepeda is not Teofimo Lopez, dog. But what I'm saying is they're like, psh, we can make it a dog fight. We can walk him down. No, you can't. You're not gonna want to sit in the pocket with Teofimo Lopez. No, you don't.
I don't think anybody expects him to walk him down like that either.
That's what I'm saying.
But he's definitely going to bring the fight to him if he has to. But he ain't going to try to walk him down.
So for me, it ends up being just two questions, right? My mind, as I think about it, my mind says, is Shakur Stevenson. He's gonna go in there.
Good
He's
man,
gonna box, and
Guapadamas.
he's gonna go right.
Good man.
Then my heart says Teofimo Lopez, and it says you're gonna be jumping out of your seat. Well, in boxing, mentally, most of the time you gotta go with what you're thinking there. So I think Shakur Stevenson by decision. I think it'll be a lot closer than we think though.
115, 113?
115, 113.
I'm okay with that too.
And I would not be shocked
I can
if
see
it
that.
goes into draw scenario.
Or split
Yep.
decision or something like that.
Hey, I'm looking. I too see even it because I'm picking Teal. I'm not
How?
saying no.
How?
I told you it's a
Decision,
close
right?
fight. A close fight. And I'm looking at 115, 113 type freaking cards.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, at the end of the day, we're gonna be dealing with so and so. He should have won. That's just a robbery. No, it's gonna be so close. And by the way, that gets thrown out too loosely.
If it's that close, we in for a treat.
Just because you thought that person won the fight, the other guy did, you can't call it a robbery. If it was now, if it was that neck to neck, and then the scores was like 119, 10 whatever, I'm like, okay, now that was fucking a stupid ass card. But 115, 113, even 116, 112. I mean, it's still a close fucking fight where there was a couple of swing rounds, but like, fuck. Where the point was, as opposed to arguing about it, run it back. Let's see what's cracking. You know what I mean? And that goes for both sides, no matter who wins. And I do feel that it's going to be one of those fights where both guys are going to be delivering key moments and have spurts. What I mean by that is like maybe Teal turns on.
I changed my mind in my pick. Teofimo by knockout. It won't go past 6.
Here we go.
That's what you do.
And here we go.
That's what you do.
Guapadamas thing.
I don't know what Mr. LP said right now because I'm trying to decipher it. And then you just Teofimo'd us right now, bro.
Really That's Central American.
Central Americans, right?
Yeah, okay.
Central Americans, right?
So I'm glad that you finally woke up because my point being is this. Boxing needs a definitive winner tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And if that means that there has to be a winner by KO, I'm all for it. I don't give a shit
go.
which fighter it is because both of them deserve to be elevated. One of them needs to be elevated tomorrow.
Like that,
I don't care which one
that, Jeremy.
because they both earn it. We need this. Boxing needs this. And the Ring Magazine and everybody involved will take this and run with it. One of these fighters is going to be the next face of boxing for 26, 27.
Hey, I want to make this clear as day.
100%.
My pick is Teofimo Lopez, but if I'm being 100% honest, I'm a bigger fan of Shakur Stevenson.
Oh, you had to clear that up.
So if Stevenson pulls it off, if Stevenson pulls it off,
No surprise.
I'm not even mad, bro.
No surprise.
I'm not,
But if he wins by KO,
I'm not even mad.
if he wins by KO, definitely surprised.
Now here's
Definitely respected.
Jerry,
But if T.O. wins by KO, oh shit, shock the world again.
Wait.
Crazy.
Either
Shock the
man,
world factor.
Crazy.
no matter who wins, I don't know if that puts him in the top 10.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Yes,
I
it
don't
does.
know.
Either-
No,
shit.
no matter what man wins,
Come on, bro.
I don't think that puts him in the top 10. But if one of these guys gets a knockout, that definitely puts him in the top 10.
You know what I was thinking?
You know,
That's what I'm going with.
You know what I was thinking?
They're top 15.
All right.
They're top 15.
Top 12.
Calm down. All right, with that.
Top 11.
Here you
Fuck
go.
yeah.
All right. Right.
We can count.
You feel me? You know what I was thinking? Now go with me. Go with me on this one. What if it's like a... And of course, I'm leaning to Shakur. I'm biased on Shakur when I say this.
I don't believe it.
But no, go
The hell you say?
No. All right? I'm
shocked.
Let's go. But what if we
You're just
actually
a
get
dark
us
skinned
a...
essay.
You feel me? Let's go. Southern
Shout out
Cali,
to Angel
baby.
Dominguez watching.
Southern Cali, baby.
Yeah.
What's up? What we doing? Beans and rice, Jesus Christ.
Oh, I love that.
And not in that order.
But get it in.
All right, man. All right. I love y'all, man.
Yeah.
What if we actually get a Mayweather Gotti? A Mayweather
Beat down.
Corrales? A
Absolute
Mayweather Corrales?
Beat down.
Yeah. What if? Because Shakur, he said,
Hey.
I want to make a great fighter look ordinary.
Hey.
That's what he said. So
Hey.
what if we actually get him
And if that's the case,
and
that,
we just see
that,
a level like,
Hold on. A performance like that will
Right.
springboard.
And we get one of these. We get one of these.
Listen, that was gonna be my point to it. Is
Bro,
that that's a
80 spot.
possibility Either way, bro. Either way, that's a possibility.
Right.
Because we really don't know. Either way, everybody's gonna be questioning on Tio. Can he make those adjustments? Does he have the right skill set to be able to fight a boxer to that level or whatever? And then all of a sudden, if he comes out and really puts it on Shakur, then the question is gonna be: Was Shakur ever really that good? And blah blah blah. The narrative changes, right? But either way, I think the skill set on both of them is that either one of them could dominate the other one at the end of the day.
Oh, wait.
Now, I think that because the each skill set is so high that at one point the other one's gonna go, fuck this, I'm not getting dominated, and they're gonna turn it into a fight.
Hold on.
The pride's gonna show up.
Hold on. Dude, do you guys?
Hopefully.
Hold on.
I don't want to see survival.
Trip on this. Do you guys know?
Survival is not
listen.
Teofimo's vocabulary, so that shit wouldn't go for him in that scenario. By the way, he'll go out on his back before he goes into fucking round.
I hope so. How do you know?
I hope.
You know what?
We will. They ain't come from that, bro.
Nobody mentioned this fucking X factor in regards to this.
Listen, that's like the Philly fighters. The Philly fighters wouldn't go out that way either.
Facts. Okay.
Nobody mentioned this factor in regards to the freaking goddamn matchup here. You know that they grew up in the amateur ranks together.
Yeah, they did.
They were actually in the same team. They were in the same region.
Yeah.
They were in the same region. They were in the
Different
same
weight
freaking
classes,
stable. Completely different weight classes.
They both came up
But
together.
they grew up together in the amateurs. They seen each other come up from rise, and they both got respect for each other because of what they did in the amateurs. Now, Shakur actually was the more successful amateur because he got a medal. Teofimo Lopez didn't. And Tio actually, I saw a segment where Tio was actually talking about where Berlanga, Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, and a list of other guys during that time frame. Which, by the way, shout out to Sulema Obina, her brother.
Shout out.
Alexis
was a part of
was
that
the
team.
captain. No, I wasn't a part of. He was the captain
of that team.
of the freaking national team with those names in that camp. Let that sink in. Oh my God! Can you imagine that could have been the Arizona freaking dude right there? Rest in peace to my dude right there.
Hashtag for you, Alexis. Yeah. Shout out to Sulem.
But I remember she posted a picture, and I was like, what the hell? They're like team captain, and these guys. I was like, is that Shakur? Is that David Haney?
Crazy.
I was like, what in the freaking hell? Anyways, they grew up together.
Right.
They know each other like this. So like, let's keep this in mind. All these little antics and bullshit. Is it real?
No, they're selling the fight. They're selling the fight.
Wait.
They are.
They're selling, but at this point, they're like behind closed doors. They're like, let's do this, dog. May the best man win. And then they're sitting there in the press conference and on the table, and Teofimo, licking my balls and Shakur's like, yo, bro, what the fuck? He was flabbergasted. And I thought about this for a second. I'm like, oh, he's getting under him. He's getting under him. No. What it was is behind closed doors because they know each other like this.
Right.
They go back since they were teenagers. He's like, yeah, that's bro. And then Teofimo, again, you're saying he's using that because that's his defense mechanism of being feared and fuck. I 100% understand exactly what you're saying. That was his defense mechanism in regards to anything from life, class clown, being a goof, this and that, right? That was tripping up Shakur Stevenson. He's like, bro, I thought we was cool. What the fuck are you doing? But he's just selling that fight. But at this point, Shakur, like, okay, so now we're ops.
Yeah, the animosity's there.
So now we're fucking ops. So
let's hope
now we're ops. I thought we was cool. Now you're gonna fucking sit there and talk about
it doesn't matter. It's prize
doing
fighting.
this.
Even if you are cool, there's gonna be animosity.
Yeah,
Look, fucking Zudo and Benavides have fucking sparred and been cool with each other. Now Zudo's calling him a pocho on this shit, bro. They gotta sell a fucking fight.
But it's not disrespect. That wasn't disrespect. They're just keeping it real. How about freaking?
Shit, if you're a Mexican and you get called a pocho, that's disrespectful, bro.
Johnny Tapia, Danny Romero. They grew up together in the amateurs too, and they had a freaking big old mega fight and stuff.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. It's just
but at the end of it, they shook hands and they were freaking best of friends and stuff. It's just sometimes that relationship could be a factor in regards to how they perform. Like you just said, hey, maybe Shakur gets to the point where he's like, starts walking. I'm just giving a hypothetical here, and I'm using Shakur because I am a fan. But let's say he starts breaking them down. It's like round 8 or 9, and he realized, oh man, I can blast this fool out of here. But that's his dude. Maybe he just drags him and coasts him to the top.
There's too much on the line. Neither one is going to
not like that.
Johnny Tapia fucking carried Johnny Romero.
What? That's different.
Yeah. Here's the beautiful thing about the sport. They're going to try to kill each other. All right, you
And
sign
then no
your
harm,
name.
no foul.
Yeah, you sign your name. You put your life on the line, and we respect y'all. Boxers, thank you. All right, you don't have to do this, but you do for our entertainment.
Real talk.
Thank you.
Real
But the most
talk.
beautiful thing
Chavo.
about this sport, when they can embrace, I just did battle with you. I respect you. Real
end,
fighters
yep.
fight for respect.
Hey, you know who
I
else?
respect
On the heavyweight
That's
rank.
right.
You know who are best friends in
Gentleman's
fact?
sport.
In
Gentleman's
fact,
sport.
in
Yes,
fact,
sir.
they actually are freaking godparents to each other's children.
Oh, dang.
And they face each other. Michael Moore and David Tua.
Really?
They're friends
Oh,
like
yeah.
this.
That's crazy.
And David Tua knocked him the fuck
David
out.
Tua.
Tua slept him. Tua slept him,
That's
and he was
crazy.
all like, "Come here, buddy." He's like, "I'm
For
so
the
sorry."
record,
He's like,
Michael
"There's nothing
Moore was
personal, man. This is
137
family. I
years
know you
old
got a
when they
family to
fought.
feed." He's like, "Oh,
Listen,
love
all the
respect."
action, man.
That shit was
Yeah.
crazy, bro. That shit was mad crazy.
No,
And
but
that was
I
like
think
what,
Michael
95?
Michael Moore had been retired for 10 years at that
Right,
point.
right.
It was 100.
Michael Moore was not Michael Moore. Yes, you're right. Michael Moore was not the Michael Moore of that time.
No.
Yes.
Hey, but he
Not
got
the
in that
same.
ring, though.
He did. He got
got
his
in that
ass
ring.
whooped.
And they all got to pay. And both
Teofimo
their families
Lopez
fed.
and Shakur Stevenson are both in their prime
That's,
right now.
that's the beautiful part
Right
of it.
now.
You're getting dudes that
Thank
neither you can even
Thank
argue
you.
that neither one of them has hit the highest potential of their prime. yet.
That's what this fight's
That's
going to
what-
elevate.
that's
That's
what
why I hope
Wait.
one of you two are right so we get that KO
Wait,
victory.
not only that, I don't even think neither one of them actually got their man straight yet, dog.
Woo.
They're that young.
Somebody.
Well,
Hey, they both have kids, though. So they have dad strength.
Listen,
but they have-
everybody at home.
never underestimate the power of the dad strength.
Listen, everybody at home, thank you for giving us you guys this Friday
Yes,
night.
yes.
We thank Albert, we thank Furman for being here as guests for this great show that we just
Thank
put
y'all.
through.
Thank you.
Listen, make sure you guys tap
Good
in
time.
about 5 minutes here as we're going to review everything else that's going to be happening tomorrow.
Yep, hey,
Give
but
you
Boxing
more picks
fans,
for
don't
that.
forget though, go check out the merchandise. The
Bring
number
back.
4,
You know,
LUV of
At
Boxing,
the top.
t-shirts,
Boom,
posters, trading cards, all about boxing. You know what it is.
At the
Hello,
top
my
of the
name is
world.
Dr. Stevens. Let me just show you all my defense.
Yeah.
You miss, I connect, then I dissect. OTO, you're done. Said what's next?